If our successful future humanity is signaling back to us, do you see ways of doing the work that you're talking about collectively, right? So if one person can create a time loop, can a movement do a time loop?
Yes. And what particularly interests me is the idea of traditions. Okay. Not just groups of people, but specifically groups of people that consist of people of different ages that are transmitting information both forward through time, but potentially backward through time. I think that if this is true, if anything that I'm saying is true, then information, even if I may not have I can only have a precognitive dream about something that's going to happen sometime in my own personal future. Nevertheless, you could have information traveling backwards through a society when you have a collection of precognitive individuals, and we're all precognitive, who are in a tradition, students and teachers of any kind, and psychoanalytic traditions, potentially happening in a daisy chain back through the generations. And that's what I argue that archetypes are. I think archetypes are really potentially information from the future that passes back through time in traditions and kind of takes on a more simplified form as it passes back from the future to the past.
The easy way to think about that is just like overtones, right? If you hit fifths on a piano down here, the overtones, you're not playing those notes. Where did they come from, right? It's because you've found the sort of archetypal connections in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because I always want to say it's not like magic, but it is magic, right? that is what magic is. It's real. It's tasteable. It's effable, and that to me helps energize. It helps give us some faith in the project here. Sort of the positive note I wanted to kind of end on here. If we accept that the future can signal the past, then the very fact that we are here still fighting for a human future might be a signal that we eventually succeeded, right? Could our current activism and care be the past end of a massive time loop initiated by a successful, sustainable future civilization? And maybe we're the ancestors that our future selves are currently signaling to for help.
We could be the ancestors that they are worshiping.
Or at least not
Absolutely.
cursing.
Or at least not cursing. Right. Looking back on with some mix of sympathy and, mild frustration, but that's the way people always look back on their ancestors. No, I think you're absolutely right. And I think this is, if you had to pin me down on my own hopes about the future or whatever, that's exactly what I think.